Today, the Mercury Marine destination takes us to Cree Lake in northern Saskatchewan. Pike can be a very aggressive fish, and spoons can bring out some amazing strikes. But these aggressive hits can also result in hooking them deep. If you are going to fish for aggressive species, have the tools ready. Today is a perfect example of showing how to extract the lure from deeply caught pike with a much less damaging way of removing the hook. Then, pike aren't the only species that can't resist a wobbling spoon. Giant lake trout are also on that list. And sometimes it's hard to decide what to fish for first. Spoons for lake trout and pike this week on Fishful Thinking. Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury Marine, Crestliner Boats, Seagar Abrasics Muskie and Pike Leader, and Ram Trucks, built to serve. Water conditions are brought to you by Humminbird Fish Finders. Get the big picture. Waters can blow up fast, but you can be more comfortable. Smooth out your ride with Smooth Moves shock-absorbing seat suspensions.
Nice, nice, nice. I think it's a netter. It's gonna be a netter. Boy, some days they just love these spoons. And these are dark days. Yeah, this is a netter. These dark days, look at that fish.
Oh yeah, that's a tank.
On these dark days, the bright spoons, they just love them. Look at that. Love it, love it, love it. Nice fish.
It's a heavy one, eh?
It's a nice one. Easy, easy. I don't want you beating yourself up. Look at that guy. You know what? We'll wave the picture on this guy. I want to get back in there. Beautiful fish. Let me get him back here. Grab your tail. Nice fish. There you go. A little bit of love. Thank you, fella. Now, I love checking my hooks. These mustads are great, but when they've had a few bony mouths in them, sharpen them up. I always triangulate the hook. Take the burr off from underneath. One down, a couple down, and the side. So I always do a couple, not too hard. Top, side, side. I've taken the burr off from underneath. Top, side, side. Just firm enough that you can actually feel it grip metal, but if you slipped, you're not gouging yourself. Now, every fish, check that fluorocarbon, check my line. But it's this Daiwa Tatula 200. With this T-wing system, it just lets you cast into the wind. It lets lighter lures cast further. It lets normal lures cast further. So it's normal level line on the retrieve, but when you pop that into free spool, the T-wing drops down, it opens this whole T-wing up, so you're having a frictionless cast, and when you pop it back in gear, it just drops straight back into the level line system. So it's a tremendous system. I've never seen anything like it. I've never had trouble-free casting like this. I can cast lighter lures into the wind. I can cast any lures into the wind. I've hated casting into the wind before, but make no mistake about it, this T-wing system, new level of game. It really is. Yeah, good old little Len Thompson again. There you are, buddy. Another chunker. Love it when I catch it on my own design spoon that I get Len Thompson to paint up for me. And again, that triple grip in there, that sticks. Really sticks. It's gone, healthy,
He's
no
off.
problem. Now, I've had so many fish suck in a lure and pop the snap that I love using either a fast hatch, if it's got a split ring, or like a mustad stay lock snap, so it just doesn't spring open the same. But you've heard me talk for years about 130 pound test Seaguar fluorocarbon leader material. This stuff is fantastic. When it's in the water, it looks like water, it's invisible. The Seaguar fluorocarbon has basically the same refraction index as water, so when it's in the water, it looks like water. When it's out of the water, it might look just like monofilament. Everyone always asks me, how do you tie a 130 pound test Seaguar? Well, you don't want to do anything fancy, too many knots. It's a 2-wrap clinch back through. I pull it tight with pliers. I grab an extra piece of fluorocarbon so I don't hurt my hand. I pull this so tight, well, not so tight, but tight enough that you'll see the tag end actually go from sticking out at a 45-degree angle to shooting straight up at a 95, and then I cut it off. But if you don't get it shooting straight up at that 95-degree angle, it could slip. Make sure you really pull it and feel it lock right in.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury, power and dependability you can count on.
I've had hundreds of people ask me about braided lines. People love braided lines. It's thin, no stretch, it's strong. But the common complaint is, I spool it up and it spins on my spool, so I don't like using it. Anytime I'm putting braid on any reel, I use a 2 or a 3 foot length of fluorocarbon or monofilament, tie it to the spool, and it gives it a grip. So when you start spooling that up, you've got the grip on that spool, and there's no way that braid's going to slip anymore. Your drag's working perfectly, problem solved.
Conditions today are brought to you by Revo Sunglasses. See what others don't.
That one really glued itself to the bottom. I thought it was actually hung up for a second. Those are the ones I like. I can't tell how big they are. Now, I'm not using huge heavy equipment. This is a 30-pound test Seaguar Smackdown. A heavy action Tatula rod. Yeah, you're a decent fish, but boy, you just got attitude. Almost nettable, but we'll see if we can drag them around. Oh, like I said, attitude.
Figure throw him in the net?
You know what? I think so.
Yeah? All right.
I think so. He's bigger than I think he is. Sometimes when they're fat, they, yeah, let me just grab my gloves quick. Just face into that a little bit more before I let you go. And there we go. That's what being quick is. We actually had to take that hook out through the gills and not back up because it was hooked on the gills. So you open up the gill flap, take it out, and I got to put it back on my leader, but we undid the snap. You see the lure laying here loose. We undid the lure, slid it through, saved the fish. Or if you just start yanking on it, you're going to have a dead fish for sure, but it's that little extra you do to save the fish. Good, 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 good. All right, over you go. You gonna behave yourself? Might be behaving himself.
Oh, he did.
Perfectly hooked that one. Another nice fish.
Okay.
Good job, thank you. And they're liking this bright spoon. Geez, the sensitivity of this Daiwa rod, this Tatula, you could feel the spoon thumping, you could feel the spoon stop, and you could just feel the fish take it in. That's not nettable. We'll drag it around. It's gonna be a handful, but it's not nettable.
Oh yeah, that's a nice fish.
That's a nice fish. I'll try and keep you up there, buddy. There we go.
I could see it coming.
Good stab. Beautiful, thank you. That's a handful.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Definitely a 40-something inch fish. Low, very low 40s. Oh, good release.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Len Thompson will custom color. If you got a color you like, they will make it for you. Oh, there's a good fish. And I put these Mustad triple grips on them because they just have holding power. And he just swam into the net a little early. I'd leave him in the net for a second there, Aiden. He's gonna go nuts.
Yeah, he was a little green.
Little green. All right, I better help you with the rim on this. Oh yeah.
She's got some weight to her.
It's thick, thick, thick. Oh, I never get tired of seeing these brutes. Oh. That's not gonna be, that might be good or not. It's right in the base of his tongue.
Those are always tough ones.
Yeah, it's looped on the one. You know what? Can you get it? Can you pull it back through?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, let's pull that back through.
Sometimes that's just what you got to do with pike.
Yep. Aiden, my red Mustad pliers right there.
Yep.
Just cut my leader.
Okay. Oops. All right.
Beautiful. Pull through. Forget the picture. It's going back. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. But
Right on.
I'd rather get this guy back. I don't like it anywhere near the gills like that, so let's get him in the water quick. Didn't hurt him. Didn't hurt him at all. If we tried to pry that hook out, it would have hurt him.
Yeah, definitely.
Come on, buddy, wake up. There you go. There you go. Like I said, I like letting them go as soon as possible, as long as they stay upright. Stressed it enough. I didn't need a picture.
Yep.
Awesome.
Some fishing line all over the place.
Yeah, time to retie and clean up. Now, this is what I mean by something a little brighter in this really stained water. I got Len Thompson to custom color a few for me. I've had people send me pictures of their group picture they put on lures, company logos. It's just great that they can do that with the lures. But a little 1 ounce Len Thompson casting spoon, that's the triple grip Mustad I'm talking about. It really has great holding power even when it's barbless because it kind of comes back in on the shank itself. A Mustad Stay Lock snap. You see it's got a little different configuration here with a little loop there, so it's hard to, if a fish sucks that in and pushes that up, it's not coming off the shaft of that snap. My 130-pound test Seagar, and be ready for these things, because if you're never ready for these fish, it will surprise you, you'll lose the fish. You always got to be prepared for that fish of a lifetime. Heavy's good. Tell you gotta be prepared to get a hook into a fish and to be able to lean back. I mean, look at the rod bending. 50-pound Seaguar thread lock. And make sure I got a 50-pound fluorocarbon leader because they have teeth. Good old Len Thompson original, blue and silver. And I don't like too big of a hook, or it seems to wear holes, so I extend the hook back by adding another split ring just to extend it back out. Think we got a good one, Howard?
It looks that it's staying down.
It's staying down, just came and swam at us, and it's down 60 feet. So it's not close yet.
No.
I do like these Great Lake Daiwa rods. They got a triangular grip, so it doesn't twist on you. And this Daiwa Saltus with a 6.1 to 1 gear ratio, even if it head shakes and comes at me, I can pick up line quick. And it's a waiting game. Don't panic. Just keep the line tight. Let the fish wear out. If you try to bring it up prematurely, something's going to give. A hook's going to straighten. The leader's going to break. Just enjoy the fight. Trust that you've got the hook set well. If it's not, it's going to come off anyway. Just trust the hooks are in and let the rod work. Good downrigger action rod's perfect for this. All right, there's next level.
Oh,
Beautiful fish.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
a big one.
beautiful lake trout. Hasn't burped yet. But he's going to be in the net anyway. Look at the size of that. That's a tank.
yeah.
That is just a tank. All right.
Okay.
Yipper. Oh, wow. Maybe we will get a picture of this thing. I'll put him back in the net. There's your burp coming out, buddy. A little bit of air. That's good. They regulate themselves.
That's a beauty.
That is a beauty. Okay, I think I can do this, Howard. Beautiful mustad, pinned right where I want it. Oh. I've got the line wrapped in me anyway. It don't matter. Look at this thing.
Wow.
That's a beautiful lake trout. You go through little ones, and then you get a super tanker like this. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I will get some pictures of this. I'm gonna put you back in the net. We'll get him back in the water, Howard.
Okay.
Keep him, no problem. We'll get a measurement on him.
Yeah.
I'll get my camera out. But as long as he's in that nice cold water, we're good. All right, one quick look, Howard, then we'll put him right back. Pictures, we keep putting him back in the water after pictures, so there's nothing wrong with that. But, open up, buddy, open up. Just look at this thing. That's what I come up here for, Cree Lake, baby. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, gonna get you in and revive you. Grab your tail. Ooh. Give you a couple of seconds here, baby. Water's nice and cold. That is just a tank of a lake trout. I think you're ready. I think you're ready to go. There you go. Splash me in the face. I love it.
Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury Marine, Revo Sunglasses, Seaguar Threadlock High-Impact Braided Lines, and Ram Trucks, built to serve. Tackle today 30-pound test Seaguar Smackdown Braided Lines. Daiwa Tatula 200 reels with T-wing system. Len Thompson 1-ounce casting spoons. Seagar Abrasics 130-pound test fluorocarbon muskie and pike leader. Daiwa Tatula heavy action rods with X45 bias graphite construction. And Viking Windigo 100% waterproof jackets and pants. For the lake trout, Daiwa Saltist line counter reels. 50-pound test Seagar 100% fluorocarbon leaders. Number 4 size Len Thompson Original and Platinum Series spoons. 100% protection from UV, A, B, and C with Revo sunglasses. Harvick Comfort Light Boots by Viking. And the Mercury 60 horsepower 4-stroke outboard motor.
You ever seen such a line that's so thin?
No.
A 20-pound test? That's a nice fish.
That's what we've been looking for. Can you imagine that as a fall fish when it's really feeding?
I'll take it now.
Yeah.